Man, looks like we'll be waiting all day Sunday night. Let's get it. Let's go.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White of rap for the beat, though. Hey, welcome back to the home of original sports perspective from our couch to yours. This is your host, your Couch Rider Raven Jermaine Lockett, saying, hey, I appreciate y'all coming through. See how many people we got in the room. You already know that I think it's probably going to be Lisa that is first in the room tonight. Let's see if anybody else beat her to the room. Nope. She's all about it. She's down to business. She said, hey, Jermaine and Cameroon, message for Trevor Lawrence. Watch out. Our defense are coming for you. Be scared. Very, very scared. Okay, Trevor, that's just for you, man. You need to be scared because apparently our defense is coming. Anyway, for those of you who are new to the show, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Mostly it goes down on Wednesday nights at 8:45 p.m. Central. It's 9:45 for y'all over there on the East Coast. Hopefully you put the kids to bed and are ready for the late night show because I know there are a lot of other great Baltimore Ravens YouTube content folks out there, but this is the time frame that fits best for me. And actually, it used to fit for Cameron. I don't know what the heck's going on with him, but you know, when he gets his life together, decides to come through to the show, cool, whatever. But we'll wish him the best, and we're just gonna keep on rocking. Let's see. Lisa also said that LJ is 70 yards away from 3,000 yards on Sunday Night Football with Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth. Okay, so yeah, all I'm caring about is what is in the W column right now, and we are the top of the AFC North. I mean, oh man, it's gonna be top of AFC North and the top of the AFC. We running it now. We running it, and also it feels really good to be back in purple. For those of you who watch my Twitter, who are also following me on Facebook, y'all saw that I might have been wearing a little bit of red on Sunday, but I took my son to a Chiefs game. He had a really good time, even though they lost, and Pat acted like the little baby after they lost, but my son was very mature. He handled it very well. So, sorry, Cameron had a pretty good experience, and he wanted me to dress as a Chiefs fan. So, like I said, I love my son a little bit more than I love the Ravens. I'm sorry, y'all. So I dressed up for him, tried to make it a day for him. He had a really good experience, a great time. So, I was glad to do it. Lisa also says, please tap that doggone like button. So, please listen to Lisa. Just go ahead and do that. You want to support the show. There are a couple of ways to do it. The first way is hitting the like button. The next way is hitting the subscribe button and then smacking the bell so you know when it's going down. We also have super chats, and you can also donate to the Cash App if you feel feeling froggy. You can donate to the Cash App. 100% of the proceeds will go to Cameron's Habits, whatever they happen to be this time around. Probably Chiefs gear, Minecraft, V-Bucks. He's very much into Fortnite now. His hobby switch all the time, but those proceeds usually go to that guy or his Mountain Dew habit. So that's that. And we also have merch. I'll get you the link on that. Let's see here. Wilbert is here to talk about his quarterback. That's his quarterback of the future, which is kind of our sloppy seconds, but I think Wilbert will take him considering he put up 3 touchdowns this weekend and over 300 some yards for the Cleveland Browns. And I mean, honestly, they put it to the Jags. They had a pretty daggone good game. And Joe looked like he actually knew what he was doing out there. So, Wilbert, kudos to your team. They did their thing. Delicious is in the building. He said, what's up, Couch Rider Cam and crew? Like I said, if we see Cam Rude, y'all see him, call them laws and have him escorted over here to the show. Send him. All right, let's see what we got here going on. Like I said, just hit that like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. Now let's move into our motivational moment. So once a show, I try to do something to try and help somebody else out, to help them walk through the show, help them get a little bit closer to being the person that they need to be, or just simply developing themselves in a way, or giving them something to walk away with from this show versus just a bunch of stats and us trash talking. So today's motivational moment is about life in general. It's going to come at you. It's going to happen. Everything in your life happens for a reason. And what's that reason? It's change. Change is going to hurt. Sometimes it's going to suck. It's going to be terrible at times. But what did Tupac say? Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't for pain. There's always sunshine after the rain. It'll be worth it in the end when you go through all of the things that you go through to get to where you need to be. The grind is real. The struggle, it's not easy, but it's worth it. Go out there and go get yours. Whatever it happens to be. If you need to go get a new job, start small, work your way up. Put that plan together. Go get it. Go recognize that it's not going to be easy to get where you need to be. I kind of have achieved a few goals in my life, and it was because I had a great support system. So let's get you one, and let's go get it. That's your motivational thought for the day. All right. So this week, let's just wrap it up. Let's talk about these Rams. This Ravens defense, it didn't look like it would normally look. And I was gonna wait on Brooke, before I talk a little trash, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna let that slide. I'm gonna let it slide today. Because everybody has a rough day. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But as far as the defense is concerned, you can definitely see the Stafford can sling it all over the yard. This is a team that was on a three-game tear, and they were just ready to put the Ravens on their list as well as of teams that they just destroyed or that they beat or made look bad, because they have a squad. They have really good offensive weapons with Puka Nacua. With Cooper Kupp still balling, he still got it. He already showed everybody what's up, and he showed Marlo, like, hey man, Marlo looked like he couldn't cover water. He did. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Here she go. Here she go. She said, hey everybody, but Jermaine. Brooke might be a little salty because I called the baby ugly. I called it exactly what it is. Some people gonna sit there and they're gonna coddle the baby. I got to be. It's either like my grandmother, or my stepfather. Now, when my grandmother coming up, and she saw somebody at church, whatever, saw a ugly baby at church, she'd probably be saying hello, bless everybody, like, oh, bless you, baby. Yeah, I see you out there. Yeah, bless your child. Sister Walker, I see you. And then she see the ugly baby, and she'd be like, ooh, daddy baby. That baby. That baby. And then she'd probably get on the phone a little bit later on and be like, Nacy, did you see that ugly baby at church? Should have had some makeup on or something. Yeah, and Sister Washington had that baby sitting up in the front row. Just a shame. And she called everybody in the neighborhood about this ugly baby instead of calling the baby ugly. Now, my stepfather, he was a little bit different. He said that he'd be like, bless you, Sister Johnson, bless you, Sister Jackson. All right, I'll see you out the house. And then all of a sudden, he see the ugly baby. Ooh. Sister Walker, you got an ugly baby. You got to put a hat on that ugly baby. That baby ugly. That baby got the perfect face for radio. I'm telling you can get that baby off the front row. And then my mom be like, well, you can't say that. He like, no, shut up, Jacqueline. That baby's an ugly baby. This is a situation where the baby was ugly. Marlo got worked. He got worked like an elf in Santa's workshop during the summer to stay working. They got him. It was bad. Marlo got dragged. Whew. Hopefully he recovers. But you know what didn't happen? Stanley did not have a bad game. Usually we are on here talking about how terrible Stanley was and everything he did bad, this, that, and the other. Stanley, I ain't saying he's back. I am saying it wasn't a bad game. And that's good to hear when you have a offensive tackle that has gained all the money that he has gained. So I would give it mad props to that offensive line for the Baltimore Ravens. Sure, there was a couple sacks. It is what it is. All right, let's pay some bills, folks. Okay. Brooks says, nobody likes to hate it, Jermaine. Look, man, I'm just calling it what it is. She says, everybody has bad games. He's been injured. And Stevens didn't have a great game. Well, let me tell you what Stevens has done. Stevens and Hamilton have mirrored each other with 9 pass defenses. 9 pass defenses and 2 interceptions. I think they lead the team. They're doing pretty good. So give Stevens his flowers. You better step off that boy. Alicia says Marlowe will be fine. I think he will be. I believe it. You got to believe in Marlowe, to be able to come back and perform all these years. He's been doing great. So let's continue that tradition of high quality football out of Marlowe. It's just a rough patch. He's coming back. I believe he's got the talent to be able to take care of business. Somebody else who's probably been stepping up that nobody's really noticed. I think he's got 7 pass defenses was Darby. And I think Coach Harbaugh actually gave him a little bit of props on Sunday during the huddle. But I feel like Darby needs a little bit of attention because they've been trying him as well, just like they've been trying. They tried Marlowe. And they succeeded. But I'm not going to go there. Anyway, yeah. So, of course, Geno's doing his thing. But I think when it came to Darby, I thought Darby got tried a great deal and came out with a little bit of success as well. He had 7 pass defenses on the season, so it's only 2 behind the lead of the team. So that just lets you know he's being tried. And this Ravens defense as a whole, on the norm, is just ballers. Straight up denying everything. They the ones who hate. They hate. As a whole, they hate on offenses. And I love to see it. You love to see it. Lisa says, what's your take on Patrick Mahomes acting like a 3-year-old baby? It was kind of funny in the stadium. Just kind of the environment down in Arrowhead Stadium, or I think they call it Gayha Field now. They basically got a new sponsor or something like that. But basically, it was weird. It was really weird in there because the Chiefs did not believe in their own wide receivers, or at least the fans. Because every time they make a catch, they'd be like, hey, we did it. We did it, y'all. We can catch the ball. So they didn't believe in their own receivers. And so when this happened, they were there was a lot of colorful language. My son usually hears from upstairs. I'm not talking about God. I'm talking about his mother. But I'm saying when it comes to the Chiefs fans, they had no faith in their wide receiver core. And then when that play happened to where Tony was lined up off sides, the whole place erupted. They were excited. Everybody was celebrating, hugging, and you thought for sure it was just gonna be just a beautiful night where babies were made in Kansas City, all of that. And it did. Like I'm trying to tell them, like, hey, there was laundry. Hey, y'all, there's laundry on the field. They too busy high-fiving and hugging it out and stuff. And then they were just all upset after that, just full on losing their mind. And then you saw like a bad throw out of Pat Mahomes, which you normally don't see. To the left and down the field. It was just like, wow. Yeah, so he was having a bad day. And, of course, he took that bad day out on Josh Allen. And he took it out on the sideline and a little bit of everything. So, but people are human. We're human, It's going to happen. All right, Brooks says, yes, he will, Dre. Everybody's a critic. Yeah, we all critics, man. You're a critic, too. Come on, you can't tell me you ain't hated on a few people. You ain't hated on Jimmy Smith. You ain't never hated on Jimmy Smith. I'm just saying. You never hate on Crab? You never hate on Ghost? Mm-hmm. Gerald is here. What's good, Gerald? Let's see. And Lisa says, Merry Christmas, friends. We got a few days. Hopefully y'all getting your shopping in. Hopefully you're taking care of those people that you love. This is a good time of year to spread that Christmas cheer. I know I just rhymed, but I'm just saying, like, look out for those who you care about, and actually find somebody that you don't care about. Try to be that friend. Try to be that loved one. Try to spread that Christmas spirit with the first word being Christ, most important. To be those hands of Christ, to go out there and uplift somebody and help them with something. Light the world by being an example and just going and do some type of missionary service for somebody. All right. Take out somebody's trash. I ain't saying mow their grass right now, it's too cold. But I'm saying you can help somebody by getting, maybe you got a neighbor who doesn't have a de-icer or something. Just go to 99-cent store, get them a de-icer. Do something for somebody besides yourself, and I bet you'll feel great about it. Anyway, back to it. Brooks says, I only criticize Jimmy's absences. Crab and Ghost were trash. Marlowe isn't. He's been the best cornerback on the field many a year. Off season, dealing with injuries and people trying to cut him out. I ain't trying to cut him. I ain't nobody trying to cut him. I'm just saying he had a rough day. I call it like it is. Like my grandma, like my stepfather said, that little baby. That little baby got to go ahead and put a hat on that baby. He need to go put a hat on. Right now, the boy couldn't hold water. Anyway, so we moving on, right? So we had an amazing walk-off touchdown by a guy who was wondering if he was going to get cut, was sitting in the truck of his car on cut day, looking to see if he was going to get a text message from the Turk or somebody saying, hey, man, your dream's over. And it didn't happen. So he drove home. And he hadn't had a touchdown all season. I don't think he had a reception all season. And yet, he comes in as the backup punt returner because Duve is now on IR. And he closes out the game that it was a full-on nail-biter night. Honestly, I just don't have faith in the Ravens overtime. I'm going to be honest with you. That's another ugly baby. I just got to call it straight up. I don't trust us in OT. I don't. I just don't like it. Every time we get to OT, I'm just like, dude, we are so screwed. Because we just don't know how to act right in OT. We just don't do. We don't do well. But we did this time because of special teams. It was great. And I'm happy for Tylan Wallace. This should hopefully open the door for more opportunities for him, either on the offense. I know it's going to open it on special teams because right now Duve's hurt, so this could be him as the primary kickoff returner and punt returner now. So this would look exciting for him, and he looks very elusive. I mean, he made like 4 or 5 people miss on tackles on Sunday, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he is going to do in the future. All right. Wilbur says Marlowe needs to come join Joe Flacco and play for a good team. Oh, you so hurtful. You so hurtful. Yeah, I'm sorry. Marlowe will never, ever be a Cleveland Brown. Joe, I did not know that you were going to, be this disloyal and leave us to go on that other side of the house there. But it is what it is. He needed the money. He got the job. It's fine. I'm proud of him. Like I said, I was rooting for Joe. I was rooting for Joe a couple weeks ago. And he succeeded. So I'm like, hey, I ain't mad at him. As long as he know what to do when it comes over to coming to play the Ravens when like that in the playoffs. As long as he plays like his old self, we're gonna be just fine. I ain't talking about playoff Joe. I'm talking about regular season Joe. If he just brings that on over to the daggone playoffs, then we good. And then we fine. I'm telling you, everything's gonna be fine. And y'all be like, oh, what do you mean regular Joe? Yeah, you know that Joe I'm talking about. The one that throws that deep ball, and then they line up for 3 after he gets sacked like 3 or 4 times. He bring that, I'm okay. We good. We're gonna be up because we got an offense that puts up about 27 points a game. I think we'll be fine. Anyway, Gerald says, don't let it go to your head, Wilbur. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good game. So, but, let him brag now. He's using something that we put away. We said we don't need it. He's using it for his benefit. It's cool. Brooks says, I blame y'all for Joe's betrayal. He read all his bashing comments. Look, we bashed Joe. We did. We bashed Joe the year that Lamar came into the fold. And there was a split between Ravens Nation. It was pretty nasty. I mean, there were shirts even made. I don't even know who would make a shirt that had Lamar Jackson jumping over Joe Flacco saying, I got this. That'll probably be in the shop too. I don't know who would make a shirt like that. It's just completely disrespectful. All right. Anyway, Lisa says, Gerald, is Wilbur drinking his Kool-Aid? Yo, yeah, he's on that sauce, man. He on that sauce. And look who just got finished drinking the sauce and is ready to join the show. My main man, Cam Brook. What's good, man?
Ain't nothing, brother. Got 30 minutes to get it.
You got 30 minutes to get it?
I got 30 minutes to give if I get back over here and get some work done.
Well, sure, let's go. Man, we just sit here chopping it up, talking about the last game, and then of course talking about Joe Flacco since he tore it loose on Sunday, and Wilbur's still bragging. Oh, where'd you go? He's back. Okay, so yeah, everybody saying what's up. I'm saying welcome. What's this shirt about here? What's this marker? What the heck is this?
Who freezing? Is it on my side?
Yeah, you freezing, bro. You freezing. My reception's showing 100%. So I was saying, tell me about the shirt.
Oh, this is my boy's clothing line, Mark Estridge. That's all.
It's nice. I like it.
Thank you, bro. If it's if you go on Instagram, you'll see like a whole collection of stuff that he had there. But he gave me the sweatshirt, so I was rocking it today. I appreciate it.
All right, hey, go check out this dude's brand. I mean, look, we support each other, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Instagram. He had. I think he just. I think he just got his website up not too long ago, but he hooked me up with a shirt and he asked me to do a little photo shoot for him, so he gave me the shirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, can't knock it. That's pretty sweet, there, bro.
What's happening?
And Gerald said it
last week. Handling business. I'm still handling business.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of handling business, I know you're excited because your boy showed up on Sunday.
Oh yeah, man. Let me tell you something. I'm just proud, man. I heard the story. I didn't know that he did that. Like, hold on one second. I'm sorry. He I don't know if you watched the Wire, but they said that during cutdowns he.
So yeah, I already told him about the story of the truck, him sitting in the truck. I think he froze a little bit, bro. Yeah. So
I said he stayed. He stayed during cutdowns. He stayed in the spot, man. He didn't leave during the cutdowns. You know what I mean? After preseason, because he thought he may get his name. Just he had his phone with him. He said just in case he get called, he was right there. You know what I mean? And then after that happened, he just it didn't happen. He went home. And Coach Harbaugh said, it's unfortunately it's just a numbers game right now. He said we know how talented he is. I mean, what was he? The third round, fourth round pick? I can't remember, but just gotta wait for his opportunity.
Yeah. I believe in him the whole time. The whole time, I never said a thing, not a thing word damn about nothing.
You told my boy was going, sir. I remember you said. I wish I could have had you on video. Are you saying that?
But no, go back to the many shows. Oh gosh. I was like, yeah, you got to go back into many shows and catch that piece. No, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I was so pro Shade that I was like willing to like let go of Thailand, but Thailand. But I mean, you saw it. I mean, I've done film study. I've done a couple of shows where I actually did some comparisons as far as Tyler Wallace to Robert Woods when he first came out, because he just had that heart. Robert wasn't the flashiest player, but he was just a playmaker, a fundamental route runner. But Tyler had actually some highlight type of ability, and y'all saw that on Sunday. But it's nice to see him getting his opportunities and him just grinding hard and that work just paying off. Sometimes I think we don't see the things in practice that go down that they succeed and they still get those opportunities because of it. And I think Tyler is one of those hardworking guys in practice that we don't get to see. All right. Gerald said, I think he's a third round pick. Shane is here. And Lisa said, Jermaine learned from grandma. She's saying I talk some trash behind the scenes. Man, Cameroon, your reception is terrible right now. All right. So everybody's saying good. What's up,
I got
Shane?
all the balls.
All right. So
I'm looking at it. The bars is up. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, me neither, man. I'm saying, look at mine. They're so good. The bars ain't even showing. Usually when the bars are showing, that's when it's bad. So let's move into this Sunday night, 7:20 p.m. Central. Sunday night football against the Jaguars, who ticked us off last year because they kept throwing that daggone. It was like a bubble route to the running back constantly, and the Ravens had no answer because we couldn't tackle in open field. But this year, there's a difference between last year and this year. Patrick Queen has stepped up significantly and has been making solo tackles. In fact, this dude has 70 solo tackles on the season. And he has 38 assisted tackles on the season. And to kind of let you know what that looks like, one of the better running back, better linebackers in the league.
Since the connection is back.
Yeah. So I'm back in here, and we actually, hold up. Before we can get into that, man, actually, I'm going to say this one little piece and then go back to it. Roquan has 75 solo tackles. Pat Queen has 70 solo tackles. And then Roquan's got 61 assisted, and Pat Queen's got 38 assisted. These two are balling side by side. They're the best linebackers and middle linebackers in football right now. And they got to be able to take care of business because ETN is going to be all over that field catching passes. I'm telling you what type of stats this guy's got right now. Like 383 receiving yards as a running back. He's only got one touchdown, but it's also, I don't know if y'all heard Deontay Johnson. I know that Wilbert has, because Wilbert used to remember this guy playing for the Cleveland Browns because they just seem to be like a running back factory now. This dude had 140 receiving yards as well. And he's had 10 receptions, so he's getting 14 yards per catch. So we know that Mr. Lawrence loves to throw to his running backs, especially with one of his favorite targets, Christian Kirk, on injured reserve. Of course, we know Ridley is there, and Ridley gonna get his, especially if Marlowe's there. But I'm sorry, that was too soon. My bad. I don't know where Cameron went, but moment of silence. He'll be back. So let's go back to the shade. Apparently, there was a lot of shade going on in here. Mm-hmm. Wilbert starting off. He says, you can have Prochet back. Send us Wallace. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Y'all bought that cow. That's your cow now. Like I was all pro Prochet. I want him to do the best that he could possibly do, but he can do it over there in the Cleveland Browns uniform. Y'all can have Mob Prochet train. Y'all do your thing. I'm with Brooke. We don't want Prochet back. We don't want him back. Shane said, what's up? This is our payback game. Yes, this is a payback game because we need to make sure we put a whole list of all the teams that kept coming back on us. It was frustrating. It's all get out. Well, speaking of come back, Cameron's back.
I'm trying to restart and see what's going on.
Oh, yes. You sound a lot better, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the heck's going on.
All right. So Lisa says, I don't want to face Joey Boy in January.
Okay, who we face?
Like, if I don't care if Joe Flacco come over here
who we face
with that whole mentality of January Joe, if he want to, we got a defense that's gonna take care of business and put him on his back. That's all I know.
Can't fear anybody, Lisa. Can't have no fear. No fear.
Ain't no fear.
Heart don't pump no Kool-Aid up in here.
Ain't nobody scared of Joe.
Kool-Aid.
In Jacksonville, they didn't have to be scared to get their butts kicked up. I'm hoping that we can go ahead and take a couple of Joe's cliff notes and make a little repetitive right there. Let's spend like on that. Brooke says Trevor Lawrence is hurt. No, not too worried. The thing is, I never underestimate anybody. That's why I put these things out there to let y'all know these are the things y'all got to look out for. I mean, Ingram is no joke when it comes to being a tight end. He's just as good as Njoku was when Njoku lit us up. So I'm just saying, like, that guy has that athletic ability, and y'all know how we are as far as being susceptible to the middle of the field when it comes to giving up that third down. That's just kind of what it happens. It is what it is. I mean, we have an aggressive defense, and because we have put it to where things are being pushed towards the middle of the field, they're going to get the yardage, and Ingram might have a bit of a day, and so will ETN. But hopefully we can put a cap on how much production they have on Sunday. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, we can't afford to lose to anybody. We can't afford to drop a game. I don't care. We really aren't the number one seed yet. So, and again, lessons should be learned from 2019. We got to play every game, and we got the hardest schedule from for these last 4 games. We have the hardest schedule.
Lemon Big Red says Joe
This is the only
Flacco
way we're
toilet
gonna get
water.
better. We're gonna have to show up, huh?
It said the Big Red says Joe Flacco is toilet water. He ain't doing a dang thing. I think Joe has shown that he still has some life left in him, and that arm is still there. He can still throw it all through across the parking lot. It's just a mid-range accuracy. We already know that has always been his Achilles heel, is being able to throw across the middle of the field. If we can get him to do that, it'd be great. But we ain't worried about Joe right now. Joe, we won't see Joe unless they make the playoffs.
I got a feeling I got a feeling that Jacksonville is gonna be the 4th seed. I'm sorry, Jacksonville is gonna be the 4th seed. They're gonna be the 5th seed, and they're gonna play again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not gonna be the same result as it was before. Like, when this past weekend, because I just don't I don't know. I don't think that Cleveland. First of all, Cleveland's a different team on the road. They give up too many points on the road. They get their defense. That's why I don't understand how they got them as the #1 defense. At least I think hopefully that's fixed, because they give up more points than anybody on the road. Just as they average about, at least, like, on the road, they give up at least 25 points on the road.
Yeah, sometimes when it comes to the points allowed and yards allowed,
Yeah, that's what makes a #1 defense. How many points you giving up? You know what I mean? Other than the sacks, and okay, you #1 against the rush, #1 against #1 against the run, #1 rushing off, defense, #1 this and that, all of these things. Those things matter, yes, but what really matters is what's on that scoreboard. So if you giving up numbers before then,
mm-hmm.
I don't know how you right on top. You know what I mean? I don't know how you on top. I'm not saying they don't have they have a bad defense. They got a good defense, yes, absolutely. But how you on top? Because they just beat Cincinnati, yes, a few weeks ago. Then they beat them at home.
Nah, Cincy got them.
Oh, they done. They done. Okay, never mind. Let that go. Sorry, it's somebody else. I'll let that go.
Yeah, Cincy got them on Monday night.
They did get them. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm trying to.
So it's like everybody doing a tear on the Jaguars. So hopefully we next. We just line it up. What's up? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you. What's up, new movie? What's good? All right. So as far as points allowed per game, you were talking about the Ravens have only allowed 16.8 points per game, and that's second in the league. The Jags, they are allowing 22.3 points per game, and that's 20th in the league. So this isn't the same Jaguars defense we're used to seeing. I'm used to seeing just a full-on. I'm used to seeing, like, basically they play like the Ravens as far as their defense. They do have a former Raven on their team, at least one of them, if I remember, as far as Williams. I want to say it was Damian Williams. He's a former Super Bowl champion, actually.
About the corner that played for the Rams?
Yeah, he played for the Rams, and now he is a Jaguar. I think he has 4 interceptions on the season, if I'm correct. Darius Williams, sorry.
Number 31, I believe.
Yeah, so Darius did not make our squad. Goes over to Los Angeles, wins the Super Bowl, comes over here to Jacksonville. I think one of the first games of the season, dude had a pick 6. He was on point. This is a corner that you don't want to really try. His skills have increased since his time in Baltimore. And honestly, I'm like, man, I wish there was, kind of like you're thinking like, all right, hindsight is 2020. We didn't know exactly what was going to be what. There have been players that have been released off this roster, and because we just didn't have the room. We saw talent in every single position, and it was just a numbers game. But Darius has done his thing, so that's one of the players you want to look out for Sunday, because he is looking pretty solid with his games. He has got about, dude is balling this year. He is in the double digits in pass defenses this year, 19. So it's not like people try this guy. He's got 4 interceptions. One of them is a pick six, and he's got 2 forced fumbles. So I don't know if that's a good sign with all the past offenses, or if it's a bad sign. Like we should try this guy. I'm not sure, but I would prefer us to stay the heck away from him on Sunday.
He was quiet this past Sunday.
Oh yeah.
He was super quiet.
Let's see how many tackles he had Sunday. That let you know if they was trying him or not, based on the amount of tackles.
Wilbur should be able to tell us he here.
Oh yeah, Wilbur. How many tackles? How bad did it look for this guy? Let's see. Williams he actually got an interception. He had 3 pass defenses, and he had an interception. He only had 2 tackles. Kind of let you know they didn't want to try him, and when they did, he came up big. So of course, like I said, it's one of the guys you want to stay all the way away from. Let's see who had the most. Who got tried the most? It was probably Rayshon Jenkins. Yeah, Rayshon Jenkins got tried the most. He had 5 solo tackles. Anyway, he was a safety over
there. Yeah, Lisa. Joey do like to give up the goods. He do like to give up the goods. Yeah. He like to give up the goods.
Joey boy, interception happened.
He like to give up the goods, Joey.
All right, Wilbur says when your offensive line turns the ball over within the opponent's red zone, the defense can't do anything. That's why we give up so many points. Yeah, and usually when you have low yards on defense allowed, but you have a lot of points allowed, that means that your offense is more likely the cause of putting you in bad field position because your punter can't flip the field. And then, you end up having a low amount of yards, but a lot of points given up.
You're right. But you gotta hold it down in the red zone though, Wilbur. You gotta hold it down. I'm talking about when y'all play at home, y'all dominant as far as the defense is dominant. When they play on the road, it's not as dominant. Don't get sensitive over here, Wilbur. It's a Raven channel. What about the Cleveland Browns? You up here talking cash.
I mean, they got Justin Fields to deal with, man, this weekend. And while Fields is not, he's straight. He has ups and downs. He's elusive as heck.
I blame just the coaching is trash. Their coaching is trash over there.
Yeah, and they're using him a little bit too much. I mean, this dude got 458 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. I think he's leading the team in rushing yards right now. But I mean, I can't say that because I think our guy is leading the team in rushing yards right now too.
These past 3 games, he's looked pretty good. So we'll see. We'll see. But that should be an easy win for Cleveland.
All right, what's your favorite matchup you want to see on Sunday for this Jaguars Ravens matchup here?
That's a good question. We're gonna see how good old boy is that you were talking about, Williams. We'll see how good he is when he go up against his former teammate. Because Odell is getting hot. He's getting better. Odell is getting better each week, and I think he's gonna be. I think if I'm not mistaken, they're saying like right now Tyreek is probably the best receiver right now in the second half of the season, but I think he's been the best. I think Odell, if I was watching NFL Live, I think they said he's been the best receiver this past quarter of the season. I could be wrong, but
but he back to 16.3 yards per catch, man. That is fire.
I just don't think it's going to be as easy. Like I don't know. Their defense is suspect. They got look. They putting up. They should be. Their defense is suspect, bro. No other way of putting it. Their defense is suspect. I think I think Jacksonville is a good team. I think they got a great offense. I don't think that their defense is that good, but the defense is pretty suspect. They got a great pass rush, definitely with Josh Allen and my man from Georgia there. But still, I'm just glad everybody that we're playing right now is well. every team that we're playing right now is a good team because the better the team, the better we play, and that's how we've always done that. Even before, as long as Harbaugh's been there, but even before Lamar got there, it seems like we've always played to the caliber of the record of the other team. You know what I mean? So in the past, how everything always just seemed to be tougher and tougher. You know what I mean for us. But
Josh Allen, Chuck, that dude got 13 and a half sacks.
yeah, you must be talking. You must be talking about Buffalo Josh Allen. No, I'm talking
He's
about
on the
outside
quarterback.
line.
Gotta be. And I mean, actually, Josh was in his bag on Sunday too. He was hitting up Cook like crazy.
Yeah, no, that Josh Allen is a monster. Josh Allen, I'm outside linebacker Josh Allen. I'm not talking about the quarterback.
Josh Allen, the outside linebacker looks. I mean, he's looking really good this year. He's leading this team right now in sacks.
The pass rush is serious, but again, but there's holes all through that defense that we should be able to take advantage of. So,
absolutely,
yeah.
Absolutely. I think of course, as many holes as we see, the only thing I really am looking forward to is Baltimore sticking to the guns and going with what they know. Put that ball on the ground. I'm talking about keep ball security, but stay with the running. Yeah. Run the daggone ball. Keaton Mitchell is going to break out. He just needs the opportunities. But if we continue to go through the air, honestly, you had no chance. You had no choice but to in this match, Stafford. But right now, stick that ball to the ground, man. Slow the time of possession down. Don't let Lawrence get as many opportunities on the field. And let's win this game how we used to win. Ugly, not primetime TV. Make the fans go to sleep. But I want the W. Give me the W the old-fashioned ugly way.
I'm still looking for my Jackson 5. I'm going to keep looking for my Jackson 5. I want us to blow them out. I don't even want it to be close. I want us to get.
Steelers fan in the room, man.
I want us to get going, man. I need the offense and the defense and the form together like Voltron. Remember Voltron? The offense, defense.
Voltron has form.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Let's get it, man.
In other news, we got a Steelers fan in the room. He's delusional.
Go home. Go to sleep, Ken.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's like drowning in his tears right now from that Patriots loss. I mean, bruh, it's the Patriots. It's new Bill. This is not old Bill. This is new Bill. You got beat by. Ezekiel Elliott had a vintage day. Dang, it was bad. It was probably about the most ugly. Y'all also cost me money, but still, I mean, like, get your life together. That's when you know. That's when you see loyalty there, though. You see loyalty.
If our line can get a push, man, that running game can get a lot better. We just ain't getting that push that we need. Both our tackles are not healthy as they need to be. But
Stanley did look better Sunday. He looked better. Yeah. He didn't look fantastic, but he didn't look bad as he was looking before.
So each game, hopefully he gets better and better. Same thing with Moses, but he was graded. He was the highest graded tackle, right tackle. Oh yeah, those are the days.
Oh yeah, and Gerald, yes, we do play the Steelers on January 7th, and we're gonna beat the stuffing out of them, Kenny. We coming, man. Let's see here. Rookie says, Brooke says, why misthrow 40 yards when I only needed 2? Yeah, that was a rough Thursday night game. I think that if anybody should be at the owners' meetings right now, it should be Amazon. And they should be banging the table, begging for better Thursday night football because these are some garbage games that they are getting.
It's hard, man. It's hard. You think you're going to get some good ones, but it's only good ones in the beginning of the season. Mm-hmm. Then after that, everything gets slow-mo because Jokers is tired,
they
man.
They knew what they was doing when they put the Patriots on there. Come on. They knew what type of TV that was going to be. Anyway, Henny said he loves the hate. Oh, yeah, you're going to love it. You're going to love it right now because we sitting at the top of the north right now. It's hard to see y'all down there. Just saying. Sitting at the top of the whole division. All right, so Big Red says they look better because they rotated the tackles in and out throughout the game. Okay, sometimes you got to get those blows, man.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do right now. We not healthy at the line. Line gotta get better.
316 is coming. Lisa says Santa Claus is watching you, Kenny and Wilbert. Apparently, Santa's a Ravens fan. Let's go. All right. So Wilbur says the Patriots are parting ways with Bill B after the season because he's bad and he still beat the Steelers. LOL. So the thing is, this has not been announced through Ian Rappaport, through NFL Network, through ESPN. This is that NFL rumors page that's on Twitter that started this whole mess. And they got an Instagram too. I'm telling y'all, this ain't official. And then the Score decided to take it up and try to make it like it was official. No, they took it from the NFL rumors page. They so fake. If it ain't came from Ian, if it ain't came from Jeff or the NFL itself, or even I'd even say Sports Illustrated, not Sports Illustrated, Yahoo Sports. Like if they ain't saying it ain't real. Like Bill just got the contract extension, so that's either like, hey, little trophy for a lifetime achievement, and thank you for your services, Will Park. But they haven't said it. It's only rumors swirling around because the little folks on little trolls on Twitter made it up. What do you think?
Either way, I don't care about New England. All I care about is Baltimore. I don't care about no other team. Well, but you worry about everybody else. That's the problem with Cleveland. You worry about everybody else. Worry about your team, sucker.
Oh my God.
Really worry about your team. Sucker. Come up in here talking about go Steelers. Get up out of here, sucker.
Bill looked mad they won. Well, I mean, you got to think about it. Bill Belichick has had the same expression this entire time, his entire career. He could win the Super Bowl and he'd be like, we're on to next season. On to next season. On to next season. That man don't smile unless he actually gets put on television.
Yeah.
And is invited as a studio guest. That's when you start to actually see him smile and become himself. But when he's in game mode, this man locks in. No one talks to nobody about nothing, and it's the worst daggone. Like, I could not be a reporter in that room. I'm like, how do I get my job done? And I'm going to just piss this dude off, and he's just going to be like,
I think he'd be a great analyst, though, because he knows the game so well.
Yeah, that was like when they invited him in and he had to do a session on Ed Reed.
Yeah,
like,
the top 100.
You saw him come to life. It was great.
Yeah, you can tell he loves football, you know. So I'm always gonna root for him, but not really.
They said Preacher Kangaroo, Kenny's laughing at you.
I don't care if Kenny Pickett gonna be healthy during playoff time.
All right, Shane's got a question.
It says Couch Raven, ain't no Couch Stealer, sucker.
Let's see here. You know what? I did write a pretty good article. This was probably about 6 years ago. I ticked off a majority of Steelers Nation. It was like 10 reasons the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to wind up at the bottom of the AFC North. And I mean, yeah, I wrote it for Red Sports. It was like one of my first articles I ever wrote. I ain't never seen so much just pure hatred for me. They could have found my address. I'm pretty sure I'd have had Steelers fans at my door ready to fight. But it was like a piece of magic. Probably some of my best writing was when I hated on the Steelers like that. That was crazy. Anyway, Shane's got a question. He says, answer me this. Can Monk and Lamar operate underneath the passing game like they did to get into scoring position late in the game? You want this one?
Can they operate? I think things are starting to come together. I mean, if you really think about it, that probably might have been the first game. Not the first game, but that probably might have been the most consistent game as far as like it was, as far as other than the first, I want to say the first drive, that you actually seen the offense moving, whether we were passing or running. Like like if they had to adjust, adjustments were made, and you saw some type of buildup. You know, during the season, it was either really high or high then low. Or really high, you know, we wasn't boat racing the jokers, blowing them out blowing the doors off, and we were like
keeping it close.
We took all the money early. We scoring, and then all of a sudden the fourth quarter we couldn't score at all. You know, so
yeah, that's because the fourth quarter is always scary with us. We'd be like have a double-digit lead. I'm like,
yeah, but now I think it's starting to happen. Like I think it's starting to come together. Just think about last year, right, Shane? Think about the defense when it was like that last year, and then all of a sudden after the bye, they just started getting better and better and better and better. So I think it's gonna happen again.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Let's see here. We had a
Oh,
couple of
you going in today, Kenny? I ain't got the time for you, but
Lisa said, "What are they going to do about the hip drop tackle? Tyreek is another
they need to take
victim
it
of
out.
it."
Yeah, they need to take it out.
I think there's going to be something said about it. I mean, they got to look at the previous history of it and how many injuries it's related to.
Oh, it's a lot of it's a lot of injuries because it's like a cow pull down. It's like you got to drop your whole body. Like somebody grabbing the horns of a cow, they turn, or
Yeah.
a bull rather, they turn. But Kenny, I'm just looking at Kenny. Kenny,
I was going to Kenny.
Kenny, keep that same energy, buddy.
Said Pickett will be healthy come
Need
playoff.
your number because I will call you, son.
What are you gonna do? What is Kenny Pickett gonna do though? You know what I'm saying? Like what Pickett gonna do?
Call you, sir. Keep that same energy. I'm enjoying this right about now. Kenny on my hit list. Write him down.
That would Brooke, I agree with you. You know, we don't agree much. I know we fight like temptations, but yeah, ain't nobody came to see Kenny.
No. I'm gonna find Kenny. I'm gonna find your property, sir.
Oh my goodness. No, Gerald said nobody cares about the glory of the y'all 6 Dakota rings.
Okay, Kenny. If we win these last 4 games,
Kenny did not beat the Ravens. Ravens beat themselves, and that defense of y'all is pretty daggone solid too. I gotta give you props. And you know, when TJ is balling, Highsmith is on his game too. It's just pretty sick. But Kenny did not beat the Ravens. Ravens definitely beat themselves. But I'll be honest, when it comes down to it, yeah, Kenny's record against Lamar right now is 1-0. So
Kenny, I'm trying to keep it PG because we on the couch show, and I don't want the deacon to be mad at me. But Kenny, I'm about to come for you. Kenny.
Yeah, get him. All right, Lisa says payback is coming, Kenny. Yes, exactly. Yes, it is definitely coming. Payback is going to be January 7th. Be aware. We're going to get you.
Kenny,
the Ravens will go 2-2 the last 4. Oof, so hurtful.
Yeah, Kenny, I'm coming to your house and stepping on your couch. And I'm sitting on your porch. Don't play with me, Kenny. Chill out.
Couch.
Coming for you, Kenny.
Brooke says they're banning it. The next meeting I read. Well, they need to go ahead and go after the tush push too, man, because they taking out defensive tackles' legs as well, the knees and stuff, man. All right, Wilbur says it's funny that Kenny D has a picture of a hand to remind us that Kenny Pickett has small hands. Finally, the shade benefits us. Oh boy! What is it? Bruce say? She says, "I'm only really concerned about San Francisco. Everybody else is light work."
I want to run through everybody. Everybody's a winning team.
Yeah.
Finish them. Does it get you right ready? This is the playoffs before the playoffs. Finish them. That way
you got to finish strong, man. You got to treat it like I said. Lamar said, keep that one team right in front of you. Don't look over that team.
Don't look over nobody. You got to give every one of them the business.
We have a new viewer here. This is Raghib Ali. It says Ravens usually play San Francisco good, but we get up for good teams. Hey, I appreciate you, man. Hey, hit that like button and hit that subscribe, man. Smack that bell. We get down on every single Wednesday, 8:45 Central. So we'd love to see you here. Just go ahead and subscribe for me, man. That's how you support the channel. I appreciate you. Y'all say what's up to Raghib. Hopefully I'm saying the name right.
What's up, brother?
Nice. Lisa says, nail him, Cam. Oh, you're talking about Kenny. These last 4 games to define the Ravens. He's speaking truth there.
Yeah, that's the only thing that you said that's truthful. Kenny.
Yeah, Gerald says, I'm not scared of Brock Purdy. Oh, by the way, Wilbert and Kenny, if y'all can get more people from the AFC North War Room to go ahead and hop in here, we'll have a great time. You know, y'all see we talking the trash up. We got plenty of Ravens. Let's have plenty of Steelers and Bengals and the Brown fans in there as well. But yeah.
Kenny, if we win, I'm coming to your house and piss on your couch.
Not on the couch, man.
He all on the couch. I ain't even gonna step on him, just piss on your couch.
Bruce said Miami's frauds. Appreciate you, Gerald. No, that's right. You in the room, you know, go ahead and hit the like button, folks, everybody. All right, Wilbert says Cleveland has 6 wins against above 500 teams, the best in the league. Lombardi comes through up.
Well,
How's that, bro? Like, how did Lombardi come to you, and y'all, you a wild card, bro?
hold on. It's really gonna make him mad. Hey, Wilbur, guess who's the best Cleveland Brown team? The one that's in Baltimore. Boom! Boom!
Got him, coach.
Boom!
Got him. Even Kenny said so you don't want these people here. Wilbur is the only sane one in here. Like that room be crazy. It is actually crazy. Oh my gosh. So remember when I did that
Wilbur, they ain't gonna talk to me no more after that one. I thought he was a Ravens fan. What happened? It didn't last too long.
Let's see here. Remember when we did the segment of What the Flock?
Oh, we back over here.
Yeah, we go back to it. That's no, excuse me, not What the Flock. I should call it What the Flock, but we call it That's Flocked Up. So let's see what's going on with the flock here. We're gonna scroll down this page a bit. All right, so the first thing we see here is what we need to vote for as far as FedEx Player of the Week for 14. If the voting hasn't closed, y'all go ahead and jump on the NFL.com site and get our guy Lamar in there.
That's right. That's right.
Ignore that person underneath.
That's right.
All right. What they say? So, who had Lamar versus Flacco for FedEx Player of the Week in their bingo cards? Yeah, I'm pretty sure those numbers in Vegas were somebody getting paid right now, but I did not see that happen. All right. Let's see. Bryce Sean Jemison says Ravens will end 14-3. We got this. In our QB MVP, Lamar Jackson, we trust. Facts. I love it. You love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh, wow. What is this?
Oh, man.
You heard an elf on the shelf. Now get ready for, what is this? Witch on a, oh my gosh. I'm not repeating that.
Leave that man alone. Leave that man alone.
We ain't even
yeah, leave him alone.
It's so hurtful, man.
Yeah,
Internet is just, internet, it wins, man, all the time.
Every time.
Let's see here. Said Marlo is done. Oh, Brooke, this for you. She said, Marlo. He said, Alex said Marlo is done. I don't care what y'all say. He don't track balls well. Woo. Okay, they definitely. Yeah, he did drop an interception. I mean, he should have.
Y'all gotta remember, he just came back, man. It was just like the Steeler game, and then after that, he was the top graded corner in the league. Didn't give up one touchdown since that one. So you gotta give him some time, man. I mean, you coming off a calf strain. You ain't gonna. It's different being a quarterback, having a calf strain to somebody that got to use their legs all the time. Especially at cornerback, you don't get off the field at all. So he got to get his feet under him. To be honest with you,
it's gonna take a week or two.
The game, it was just those two big plays. Well, he didn't get scored on. That was Brandon. That big. It was just one. It was two big pass plays to one the Cup, and I think one to Puka. But that pass interference was. The rest was horrible.
The refs, they were terrible. I think the reffing all weekend was pretty bad. Even I think Pat Mahomes had every right to yell for a good bit because them refs were terrible.
That pass interference, he didn't even touch Puka. Puka grabbed him.
Yeah.
Like, how do you call that? And he got his hands up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
When it happens, as it's going, he got his hands up in the air, running the same way Puka's going.
Yeah. All right. So what do you think about this hip drop business?
Huh?
So it looks like I think this might be a rumor as well, but Roger Goodell saying we have to get the hip drop tackles out of the league. He plans on looking into removing them during the offseason.
Yeah, you got to. You got to. Yeah, they gotta let Marlo. They gotta let Marlo chill. I mean, you gotta give him some time, man. He just got back in there.
Yeah, even Brooks, she was laughing. She's actually been defending Marlo this entire time. I'm messing with her. All right, so let's see. Kennedy says Hamilton being out, that means bombs away. You really think that this defense does stuff. Well, if we have Hamilton out, guess who coming in? The guy who's number 2 in interceptions in the league. It'd be coming in and getting more reps back there. So I think if Hamilton's out, they gonna do just fine.
I think
What's that?
I think he's still tied.
Yeah, no, he's out by 2.
He's number 2 now.
Yeah, he's number 2. Harmon's got 2 more interceptions than him right now.
If I'm not mistaken, well, just to answer, hey Nana, I think
Nana here?
Yeah, Gino been playing 85% of the snaps, though. He been there. He been in there.
Yeah. He's been getting reps in, but I think just more of those reps sitting next to. Both ball hawks sitting back there at the same time. They're not gonna get thrown on deep. Don't get me wrong. Like Hamilton has the ability to play down the line and in way back as well. He's just a very rangy safety that can do it all.
Nobody. How many big plays have we given up as far as deep? Nobody's hit a deep pass on us other than like, I guess though, if you want to say this past week with the rain.
I'm about to say Nakua got one off on us, and that was like an unbelievable catch. I was just like, wow.
Yeah, he dove for it. He throwing look. The difference in the way they run that Shanahan offense opposed to the way Miami runs it, or that everybody got in the Shanahan offense is still West Coast offense, but they all do it a different way as far as the timing. But they do it the way of the quarterback. Stafford opposed to Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy, everything's time. He expects the ball to be there. He expects this person to be there. Blah blah blah. So it's still timing, but Stafford throws it to a spot. He's doing the same thing that Matt Ryan used to do. He's throwing it to a spot. The person ain't even, the majority of the time the receiver haven't even turned around. So even with the Puka Nakua, that's just amazing play, but he throwing it to the spot. So it's hard to beat that. And that wasn't even on Marlon. That was actually on Brandon. Marlon was on either Robinson or he was on Cup. He just happened to be in the area, so he tried to get to it. That was on Brandon. So, and it was in the rain too. Like we gotta give it, give and take. I'm surprised they did so well throwing the ball. But the hardest part about playing the pass in the rain, you're not gonna be able to move as quick as the receiver because you got to get your feet on you.
Yeah, and I think this Sunday is gonna be a little bit different. You're not gonna have that type of weather, so
supposed to rain again.
Huh?
It's supposed to rain.
We got rain again?
Yeah, it's supposed to rain.
Well, kudos to Lamar for being able to throw through all that. He threw over 300 some yards and had 3 touchdowns at it. Yeah, I'm just like throwing through that type of rain. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and he still don't get the respect he deserves, but I'm used to it now. I'm kind of used to the fact that they don't want to give eight his props. He's not even questioned as far as top 3 quarterback, which is like ridiculous. But going back to what Shane's saying, I don't think Williams is the weak link. He gave up the touchdown to Cup, but that was a smart play by Cup. Cup pushed off as he normally does, but you can't see it. He just does a smart push off, and Stafford was already throwing it over there, so he knew what was going on. But again, you asking the safety to cover one of the best receivers in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that's what we're going on, but I can't see it. Other than that, each game Williams has been playing better and better, Shane. So I don't know about that one, brother. Can't agree with you on that one. Merry Christmas, Lisa.
I'm curious to see how is Lawrence gonna hold up with these dogs coming in after him. We got Matterbeast sitting here with 11. I think he got 11 and a half sacks right now.
Mm-hmm.
You got Clowney, still got 7.5. He trying to get busy again. We got some dogs coming, man.
Yeah, this is it. I got
he took 4 sacks on Sunday, or so. Yeah.
They like the he's going. You talk about what's the name? Like to throw the ball, like to hold on to the ball. Deshaun Lawrence like to do the same thing because they want to take the big shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I say Red said he was saying good night, y'all. I'm checking out. Everybody stay blessed. We are
Bless, brother.
we behind. We right behind you, bro.
Yeah, we right behind you. I got to get off. We on the hour.
Yeah, we in the hour. Brooke, she ain't doing her job.
Get the bell ready, Brooke.
I got what? Oh, I beat her to
Oh,
it.
there you go.
I beat her to it. Yeah, nope. You too late. You too late. you too late, bro. That's what you get. See what happens when you late? You get the clock.
Kenny, you showing love. Don't show love now. I'm gonna be at your house.
Brooke, I beat you. You talking about I beat you to it. Oh, you talking about take care of it? Yeah, okay. He said we'll come and see him in his house.
I'm coming to your crib, though, Kenny. Don't.
Oh my god! So we get this clock off. Any parting shots or thoughts?
Nah,
this game on Sunday.
I think the defense got a wake up call that game, and I think we're gonna see hopefully we see that Rams. I mean, in the Rams game, can we see the Ravens offense and that same defense that played Sunday night against the Chargers? Can we get that? We can put that together.
Mm-hmm.
You guys, we causing a problem. I think we're gonna ramp up like San Francisco ramped up. Like all their bye, they was kind of slow, and then they just started putting it together. I think we had that type of offense where things going to start to open up, and it's going to start to work, man. It's just that if that line can get healthy, that's the thing to me that's holding us back more than anything. I think the receivers are starting to get it together, and the fact that Lamar has to spread it out more is only going to help when Mark Andrews comes back. I think the running backs are they're getting better in the passing game. They were already doing good running. If the line stays healthy and they get healthier, and they can build some chemistry. Like there's plays open. Like that one play that Keith Mitchell when they did the I think it was a counter. Like they ran a counter and he tripped. He could have hit his head on the goalpost, B. That was like 60 yards easy. I was like, oh my God.
I think as far as keys to the game, for me, I think, of course, you got to keep Lamar clean, but you got to do that by staying on the ground. I say a healthy balance of screen passes, not as much as they've been doing recently, but also just making sure on defense that we are containing ETN. If we can contain him, I think our corners are going to step up and do what they need to do. But those are the keys. You got to stop ETN from balling. Of course, don't forget about the other Zay Jones. Because he can be a factor because him and Lawrence have a pretty good connection with Christian Kirk out. So, protect Lamar, stay to the ground, not as much screen passes, and stop that daggone running back from balling. And the Ravens should pull this out with a W. I'm going to go ahead and say 27-20. That's just me. I feel like we pull that out. What do you think?
I ain't going to give no I'm not going to give no prediction on the numbers. I'm looking for us to whoop them bad. That's all.
Yes, sir. Whoop them bad. There it is, folks.
Well, I don't care if we got to see him later.
Yeah.
Just beat him. Not beat him
to W so we can have a wonderful Sunday night, folks.
Yeah, beat him. This is our playoff now. After this game, this is the game. That the Rams game was the wake up. This game we gotta win. San Francisco, we gotta win. We cannot afford to lose a game. I don't care how everybody talking about. Oh, well, you game ahead. You lose one, you won't. Yeah, well, if we lose one, then guess what happens? Even if we win out, most of the teams they got an easier schedule. We don't have the luxury to lose right now. We want to be sitting home and sitting pretty. We need that bye anyway, so people can get healthier. Maybe that'll give. Maybe we may get Mark back for the playoffs if we can get that bye. You know what I'm saying? So let's do it, man. Let's do it. Y'all throw the numbers up. I like that. I like that, G. I like that. That looks.
Probably not gonna like Wilber's numbers here. This dude acting up. What was it? Jags for the upset. Ravens lose out. Finish in the basement. Baltimore and celebrate with crime and crime.
Wilbur, I'm coming to your house. coming to your house, Will. I've been trying to give you a pass. So, went on the Kenny side and put you on the list too. Coming to your house.
Crime and crab cake, bro.
On your porch.
Put that on the shirt.
Right on your doorknob. So every time you try to go ahead and open the door, you remind them, Ravens.
I love it. At least I got a good one too. Oh my gosh. And Nana said whip them bad. That's all that matters is whip them bad.
That's it, bro. That's it.
With that, we're gonna leave it with Nana and say, hey, look, I appreciate you. Y'all have us falling off the couch, man. With the support that y'all give to us. I appreciate the love. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and smack that bell so you know when it's going down. This your Couch Rider Raven. It's my main man, Cam Drew, saying 2 claps. Fade to black.
Salute.
Introducing the Couch Rider Raven Report. Let's go. Ravens, Ravens, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. Couch Rider. Ravens, Ravens, hey, Ravens. We gon' ride out.
For some of you Twitter gangsters, this is just a hobby, original sports perspective. You can't stop me. Couch Rider Report, it's reflective. Please respect it. You will get checked, and your knowledge will be tested. I ain't the coldest Raven, but this is my show. Shout out to the Barry White.